Howdy folks, this is Tall Turtle here. Welcome back to Forza Motorsport Cup 7 in the Drivers' Cup. First thing, I'm going to try not to yell this time. I noticed the past 6 racing videos I was yelling because my personal volume was turned up so loud I couldn't hear myself. So I was just screaming and yelling. And then when I compared it to Flight Simulator videos, I don't yell. So I'm going to work on that this time. Also, those of you with a keen eye may notice that we have a checkbox by the Endurance Challenge, the hour-long race in the Corvette. You might be wondering why we have a check mark now we didn't before. Well, I had some time the other day, and I decided to try it again. I recorded the video, so I'm going to insert the video as I overdub my voice here. So it's not going to have its own video, its own episode, but here's the video of myself racing it. I had thought about it for a while. I'm like, you know what? With some of the other races, you have to do ABS and traction control to even keep up. So I'm like, why not use ABS and traction control for the Corvette race? And I did, and it was a piece of cake. I beat them by 30 seconds or something by it was all said and done. So ABS was on, traction control was on. It took me a long time to get in first place, though, which surprised me. But it's kind of boring. It was an hour and 26 seconds total, but most of that time I was all by myself on the map, just all by myself, and only had one crash, and that was because near the end of the race I was trying to lap somebody else, so I was pushing extra hard to try to lap somebody, and then I crashed. But otherwise I finished in first, and it took an hour and 26 seconds. So there you go. We went back and did it. I was happy. Now I can relax about that and move on. So the other big thing to talk about is I reached level 100 for the XP stuff, which I know isn't a big deal. I guess there are people out there with 1,000 levels, which is that something you really want to brag about? Because it took me long enough to reach 100, do that times 10. I guess if you've had the game since the day it was released a while ago, but still, 100, I reached level 100. Just thought I'd show that to you. Not the biggest deal in the world, but that's kind of fun. What else is new? Nothing else, I don't think. I think we're just going to continue racing. Oh, I did do a bunch of racing off camera with my favorite cars, slow cars and things like that. And didn't record any of it, which is fine. It's kind of nice sometimes not to be talking to a microphone when I race. But anyway, we are going to begin the Domination Championship. So let's click on it and see what our options are. All right, we have a whole bunch of stuff. Let's jump down here to the Ford Fiesta Hoonigan Autocross. These are kind of like the weird single racers down here. So let's do some of these today. Let's just click on this one and get started. We're going to do them all eventually anyway, but let's just start with this one right here. What do they have to say about it?
Oh, we love a hot hatch. They're fun, they're affordable, they're accessible, they're attainable. They're not going beyond legal limits, but they're fun. And they're practical, so you can drive one every day, you can have it as your only car, and you can live the dream down your favorite B road every time you drive it.
All right, let's see here. Let's get this set up and see what we can do with this. We have a few things we have to change first. First of all, let's go to setup. Gravitary difficulty. My kid was racing, so he's a new racer. Actually, when I was racing all by myself, off camera, I had this thing cranked up. I was winning every race still. But because of consistency of the Drivers' Cup, we're going to go back to average, keep it there, and then I'll just have to turn it down when my kid races again. Let's see. For this car, yeah, ABS fine. Normal, yeah, we are going to have all this stuff. We will do manual with a clutch. But what is going on here? Yeah, with the clutch, rewind. Oh, also the other huge thing, friction assist. My kid turned it on, but I've been playing with this off, just for added challenge, just for added interest. It is I know I thought I did a test on this before. Didn't seem like much, but there's a huge difference with this off. Every time you go off onto the grass, you lose it if you're not careful. If you get into a sand trap, you pretty much get stuck. It's really cool. And when you race in the rain, you have no chance. It's too slippery. It's really fun. So we're going to keep this off from now going forward. So there we go. Let's set those up. This is the car we have to use. We have one race, I guess. Objective finish in 3 minutes and 5 seconds, I think I said. It is an autocross, so let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. Alright, looking gorgeous thumbnail material there. getting comfortable in my seat. And we did okay when we did this in the, oh my, pulling me over. We did this in the whatchamacallit, that Ford Bronco thing, and it went okay. So let's see if we can do it again. We got it on our first try last time, but this is a harder championship now. So I don't expect it to be nearly as easy. I have a feeling I'm supposed to be going a lot faster. And, well, see, when you touch the grass, it's crazy difference when you get off-road. It's super fun. Let's see where we go in here. Can't really see what's going on. So far, it's not much different than following the racing line when you're racing this track, but I want to do okay, so I'm going kind of slowly here. Whoa. Alright, so far so good. Are we almost done already? We're like a minute ahead? What? How's that even possible? Is this it? Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's see here. Where's the thing? Here. I think that's it. Okay, we finished like a minute ahead of schedule. Okay, well, let's keep going. Alright, and I get to keep the Ford. Alright, so, well, that took care of that one. We don't want to have an 8-minute video, so let's go on to the next single race. Why not? What is this? Ford RS200 one-on-one. Okay, let's see what this one's all about.
Well, that was the Group B era of rallying, and so that's when I really started watching and paying much more attention to rally, was mid to late 80s, and that's when Ford had the RS200, which was their foray into the Group B era, and it eventually got stopped because the cars became too fast to race. People were starting to die, so they moved on to a slower era, and the RS200 is my all-time favorite car of any car on the planet.
Alrighty, there are lots of RS200s in this game, I noticed. So what is this? Objective, I missed what it was. Let's see what the objective is here. Objective finished first, one-on-one. Let's see, this is an oldie, so let's turn off a few things. Let's get rid of ABS. Let's get rid of all this. And let's prepare ourselves mentally and let's get going. Alright, this is my third attempt at this. I'm determined to win this race. What's been happening is I've been in first place pretty much until the end. And then both times before this, I just, how come my thing didn't register? Anyway, first place until nearly the end. And then either he gets better or I don't know what's going on. I just lose it, I guess, near the end. So, I don't know. Not sure what's going on. I'm just really bad with these cars. But if you even touch the brake while you're starting to turn, you shift the weight around and you spin out. Or even if you like take your foot off the gas while in a turn, you shift the weight enough from, on detorquing when you take your foot off the gas. The weight shifts forward and you just lose it. The back end just kicks out. So it's really, really difficult. So you look at that. See, I tapped the brake. Oh boy. Anyway, this is really hard. I don't know why. I have everything set to average, but I'm just not good with these cars, I guess. So I'm going to concentrate and hopefully win this race. There's one lap down. Pretty sloppy racing, but one lap. So let's see if I can keep this up here, shall we? So what happened there? My shifter flew off my desk. So now I'm shifting with my shifter like half attached to my desk. So this is going to be interesting. Oh boy, let's still concentrate. Let's still concentrate. See, how does he step on the brakes while he's turning? And I can't. That's weird. See how he's turning when he steps on the brakes? And I can't? Oh boy. Alright, I'm trying to push my shifter back onto my desk here while I do this. If I can just stay ahead of him. This might be it, finally. We just have the crazy corner left. Don't lose it now. I can do this corner. Just go down into second. Rev match. And here he comes. Here he comes. I think we did it. I can't believe it. Half connected shifter and all. Alrighty. Awesome. And we get to keep this thing. Very cool. Alright, collector score's going up as well. I know there's some people, I found out the highest score you can get is 47 for collector score. And that's if you get all the hard to get one-off obscure cars that you can't even buy. Otherwise, most people sit around 46 on the collector score. I don't care what we get to on either XP or collector. I just wanted to talk about those in this episode. So I think we have time for one more race. Let's do one more single race. What is this? The Moments in Motorsport, Birth of British Grand Prix Racing. Let's see what they have to say about this one.
I mean, they do heroic things every day, racing drivers. You know, they drive and do things with cars that mere mortals can't. And what they do is heroic. So anybody who gets into a racing car and does what they do is a hero.
All right, Lime Rock. We have raced this thing before. This is the one. That third gear is so tall. It is so hard. It's fun, though. but it's hard. So 8 laps of this. Well, let's get going. Top 3 finish. All right, let's get going. Here we go. All right, rolling start. We'll start in the second gear. All right, here we go, and away we go. This car is really fast and it's really tall, and it is really fun. Except when they're spinning me out. What the heck here? Let's see if we can remember how to race this thing. I feel like I'm racing a tractor. Well, we're going pretty fast. Oh boy, who hit me? Somebody clipped me a little bit. Come on, we gotta be careful because we got that friction turned off. So you gotta be really careful. See, look, really careful on grass. Alrighty, well, we got knocked into last place from the spin out. But we have a really fast car for the genre. And we have 7.5 laps to go. So let's see what we can do with this thing, shall we? What the heck? That was all me. That wasn't even... Let's go here. This car, I'm barely stepping on the gas and spinning out all over the track. I don't remember that happening last time I raced this thing. It's like everything kind of changed here. I don't know. Now we have a long way to go. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we're finally caught up. Let's see if we can do anything with this here. I can't, look at that. I'm just like sliding all over the place. This is nuts. Maybe that our friction assists also like has to do with your tires. Like if you don't do the tuning of your tires, because you know you can fully tune all these cars. You don't have to. Like in a set of Corsa, you have to tune all the cars in order to keep winning races once you get to a certain point. I've heard you don't have to tune these cars if you don't want to keep winning, but we are all over the place. So I'm thinking if I were to like let some PSI out of these tires, maybe we wouldn't slide as much. Because even if we're going in a perfectly straight line, if I step on the gas all the way, you slide all over the place. And I can't keep up with these people. This is really crazy. We're less than halfway done. We're in 16th place though. We have a long way to go to meet the objective on this one. Oh man, this is hard. I feel like I'm driving on glare ice. I see what's going on back there. There's a hill, and when you come over the top of the hill, if you don't take your foot off the gas, you slide because you're, getting airborne a little bit. Hey, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Oh, shoot. Can we recover? Maybe. Maybe. We're doing so well. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, with this friction assist off, it's ridiculous. Once you're on the grass, it's kind of hopeless. Alright, one lap left to see if we can get at least 3 positions better. That's all we need is 3rd or better, I think it said. We'll see what happens here. That's 4th. I mean, I don't know why we couldn't get it, but this car is like driving on ice. No matter what I do, no matter how careful I am. Look at that. It's like we are driving on glare ice. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. We had it for a minute. If we're going to do it, it's going to be this straightaway and turn right here. So we got to go for it. We got to go for it. And if I do this right, we can come on, come on. Come on. Oh boy. We're chasing it down, aren't we? Oh, no, 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 no. I doubt we're going to get first out of this, but we're going to try. Oh my gosh, we're going to get first place after all that nonsense. Crazy. Now that was a crazy race. I can't believe it. And we get to keep... We already had this car, though. But whatever, we'll take another one. Alrighty, that's going to do it for us for this episode. 3 crazy races. Somehow we won them all. I don't know how we did it, but I'll take it, and I'll catch you next time.